Good morning, everyone. So great to see you all here. Welcome to Mayor Andrew Knack, Ward Councillor Erin Rutherford, City Councillors, Eddie Robar, our City Manager, Minister Eleanor Olszewski, Honourable Jackie Armstrong-Homeniuk, Parliamentary Secretary for Settlement Services and Ukrainian Evacuees MLA, Fort Saskatchewan, Vegreville, City of Edmonton staff, our great industry partners, as well as our sport partners, and of course our excited patrons to join us on this great day. Welcome to Coronation Park Sports and Recreation Centre, and welcome back to the newly rehabilitated Peter Hemingway Aquatic Centre, which is now integrated as part of Coronation down this 153-foot above ground link to the left here. My name's Brad Badger. I'm the Director of Physical Activity and Sports Centres for the City of Edmonton's Community Recreation and Culture Branch. We operate recreation facilities and are lucky enough to have this wonderful new location join the inventory. I'm thrilled to see so many of you here today to celebrate the highly anticipated opening of this facility, located in north central Edmonton. We are set to become a vibrant community hub for recreation, sport, and leisure. Coronation is not just a facility, it's a destination, a community connector, and a place where amazing memories have been made at Peter Hemingway and will continue to be made as it moves forward as Coronation. We trust it will be beloved by residents, visitors, and athletes alike. This is truly a world-class sports and recreation centre. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we're in Ward Anirniq. The name serves as a reminder that the footsteps of the Indigenous people who have marked this land for centuries. Anirniq means breath of life, and this reflects upon deep spiritual and cultural meaning with Inuit tradition. Today we recognize the diverse Indigenous peoples who have marked this territory for centuries and continue to make their mark. Together we call upon all Edmontonians to work in building a great city for today and future generations. I would like to now call Elder Fred Campion to provide a blessing for us.
Thank you very much. Good morning. On behalf of tribes in Alberta and Métis, I been asked to do a prayer this morning, a blessing for not only this facility, but also a blessing for all of us as we acknowledge the wonderful gifts that our Creator had provided for us. And for my people, for thousands of years, our ancestors had lived on this land and grew families on this land for many centuries. So I am a ceremonialist, traditional ceremonialist, and as such I do a lot of prayer, a lot of reflection on our place here in this country and in the province. I have a duty and a responsibility as an elder to help my people, to guide them back to where we once were in terms of our connection to the natural world, and also to understand how to coexist within nature and within life itself. Today's prayer, I'm going to focus on the building, but more so the people that are associated and a part of this building. The staff, the individuals, the athletes, people who come here will be coming from time to time. I have a little bit of a history here myself. Currently, I belong to what we call the Alberta Indigenous Games here in Edmonton, and I'm a board member, the elder for that board. And last year we had over 6,000, almost 7,000 athletes come from all over Alberta and across the country. And we used this facility as the initial spot where we did a lot of our events back in the day. It was started up by a fellow by the name of Alan Ross and his family and my family, Martha Campio. So it's very much a part of us, and it's touching that we're able to continue this relationship, and maybe we'll get to use the facility as well for our upcoming athletes. So thank you for the honor, and thank you for the privilege of serving today. And I ask you to join me in your way of praying, your way of connecting with creation, so that we can all have a good day and a good facility to enjoy. And this will be my prayer, but I pray in my language. I do all my ceremonies in my language, and that's a part of reclaiming and retaining our culture and our language and everything. So I want to indulge me with my language, pray in your way. I'll ask the Creator to bless each and every one of us, to our families, to our home fire communities. Bless each and every one of the people that are here that have worked hard on this building, but also the leadership of the City of Edmonton and all its staff. We pray for them, that this kind of way will continue to grow and to bring healing for all of us. Reconciliation is important to us, and all of the things that we need to do to come together to try and make our lives better. And I want to say that, also extend my prayer out to those of our people that are suffering in different ways, the houseless, the people who are incarcerated, people who are lost, people who are addicted, all of these traumas that we are living through. We must never forget that they too are a part of our community, and we need to be empathetic and be humble. And I operate from a very humble place with my ceremonies. So I'm going to say this prayer. Thank you to the mayor and all the councillor, and acknowledge, thank you very much to the federal department for being here today. And I want to make a short prayer in my language. Aho. Aha mamio tawi mau. Naspetsik siwat sin. Gagi samartaten yam pektamagih tawiyak. Ha gitamagan o takitosims. Tuam na wapskuyas. Ha mastisuta ha kamiyo payo. Kamiyon gananuta. Ha kamiyo etche tokasage tokaisino. Ha gois gritin tastigate koma. Kupmatsuno. Gois nagatih tamak mina. Tamanatsi ta kakyoga kiina manuta itastain tupmatsiak. Ha mina pewan kawinan hiskagi sumadutatin kiksiwatsuin. Ha suimega kyo tahiskyo. Ha yam tasukas tamoyak toasam snanak. Ha wistauta ha tapm paksehta. Ha wistauta tapihtuita oma askaigan. Ha mahti samagik suma nanaskatin namosom nanak. Ha kokom nook karniganehta guya ha pisawim nan sawim ka kyogi goy kami upayuta. Ha sisip mai tono tapego nanas kumoyanota. Thank you, Creator, Great Spirit, Grandfather, Grandmother. From the bottom of my heart, I ask for blessing for each and every one that is gathered here today, to give us that strength and understanding of our relationship, and how we must take care of the gifts, how we must respect the land and respect the water and everything that is around us, so that we will continue to live and thrive. We ask for blessing for people from all over where there are troubles in this world. We ask and pray for our children, especially the little ones. I ask and pray that you will help them grow and that you will become an adult to come and utilize these facilities. Creator, bless us in many ways. Give us that kindness in our heart and that humility to carry on the good work and the good relationships that we must have. Thank you very much. Hai hai.
Thank you, Elder Fred Campion. Originally opened in 1970, Peter Hemingway Aquatic Centre was then known as Coronation Pool. In 2005, the facility was renamed Peter Hemingway Fitness and Leisure Centre in honor of the building's architect, Peter Hemingway. Mr. Hemingway was awarded the prestigious Massey Medal in Architecture for design of the facility. Today we are joined by his son, Curtis Hemingway, Curtis, could you please give us a wave? Thank you for coming, Curtis. We are delighted to have you at the celebration today. I'd like to share some further history with you. With this reopening, the pool is now named Peter Hemingway Aquatic Centre. The Aquatic Centre was closed in March 2020 due to COVID-19 public health restrictions. The planned rehabilitation of the facility then began in 2021. As part of the rehabilitation, the pool was eventually integrated into the overall recreation centre construction. The Aquatic Centre was just finished in December 2005 and is now part of this completed facility. In addition, we're very pleased to announce that just this past Tuesday, January 27th, which just so happened to be our opening day, City Council passed a designation bylaw that formally protects the Peter Hemingway Aquatic Centre as a municipal historic resource, recognizing the building's importance to our city. Now the story of Coronation. In 2007, City Council identified the need for a new multipurpose recreation facility in Coronation District Park to respond to both population growth and community need. At the same time, the Alberta Velodrome Association, now called the Alberta Velodrome Association, led by Mr. David Embry, had a vision for an indoor cycling facility. This got the wheels turning to help shape the project's unique character. City Council supported the inclusion of an indoor velodrome in 2011, and our sport partners, including the Edmonton Triathlon Academy, now World Triathlon Series Edmonton, we have a lot of name changes, joined the project. In 2020, Council confirmed the approach, advancing the full vision of this facility. Officially named the Coronation Park Sports and Recreation Centre in 2021, construction began in 2022 with Clark Builders as the construction manager and Dub Architects and HCMA Architects and Design as prime consultants. Fast forward to here, 2026, here we are celebrating all the hard work that has gone to bring in this large recreation centre to life. At this time, I'd like to invite Mayor Andrew Knack to say a few words.
Well, good morning, everyone. It is great to see so many people out today. There's always I haven't done a rec center grand opening before. Like, I got to be part of one in 2014 when I first got elected. And I wore a suit then, and it was like, is that too formal for a rec center grand opening? It was like, I probably shouldn't wear shorts and a t-shirt either yet. We'll do it right after we're done, because I think a bunch of us on council, we're going to go test out a few of the things. So this is like the middle ground of what to wear for a formal rec center grand opening. Very excited to be here with so many of you, to see so many people out here. Sorry, I'm the reason we started late, 5 minutes late, because as I saw all of the people trying to get in here, I was just like, I'm going to park very far away on the street and walk over, but that took me a little longer than planned, so thanks for your patience. And thank you for being here for this long-awaited moment for our city. So, as you've heard, today we are celebrating the grand opening of the Coronation Park Sports and Recreation Centre. This is a project that is shaped by collaboration, ambition, and a shared belief in the value of active living. So this new facility was constructed alongside the much-needed renovations to the Peter Hemingway Aquatic Centre. The link between the two buildings creates a connected, modern recreation destination that respects the design and legacy of what came before, while setting a new standard of what's possible. So even before opening its doors, this centre earned international recognition, as we have heard. It won both a World Architecture Festival Future Projects Award within the sports category and the 2024 Canadian Architecture Magazine Award of Merit. The recognition speaks to the quality of design and the vision behind this space, while also following the footsteps of Peter Hemingway Aquatic Centre, which, as we heard, won that prestigious Massey Medal for Architecture in 1970. So the centre also received a Category A facility standard designation, which qualifies it to host national and international cycling events. This makes it the only indoor track with this designation in Western Canada and one of only 3 in the entire country. So this will position Edmonton as a destination for training, for competition, and sports development. This project reflects Council's commitment to building a city where people can choose to be active every day. And I should take a quick moment and introduce all of my council colleagues who are here. You're about to hear from Councillor Erin Rutherford. I see Councillor Tu Parmar right there. Just give everyone a wave, because not everyone knows everyone. Councillor Ashley Salvador's right there. I see Councillor Joanne Wright. I see Councillor Ann Stevenson. I saw Councillor Mike Elliott. Other councillors here, are you hidden somewhere? If you are, wave at me, because there's so many of us here. Okay, I think we got everyone. And I think the reason we're all here is the importance of these spaces, right? This isn't just important to this specific ward or this part of the city. It's important to the entire city. And this opens new opportunities for athletes and families and the wider community. And so today we proudly open the doors to a facility that was built by Edmontonians and will serve Edmontonians for generations. And like all of our recreation and leisure centers, it's open to everyone to enjoy. And I hope many of you take the opportunity to experience it. I want to take a moment to congratulate the design and construction teams for completing this award-winning center. I know many of you are here in this room, and our thanks to that long work that you did, the incredible work that you've done into creating this space that we share with you today. I see as well, and many of them are busy working, but I also want to thank all of our city employees who are running this center, who are bringing it to life each and every day, who give us the opportunity to experience this. So to the construction teams, to the design teams, to our city staff and city workers who run this building, who clean this building, who serve this building, let's give all of them a big round of applause. And I think just the final thing I'll say is when I think about spaces like this, and part of when you think back over the history of the city, it was about 20-ish years ago where city councils started to invest more heavily in spaces like this. Technically, spaces like this aren't actually a requirement for a municipality to build. We don't have to build a rec center or a leisure center. We don't actually have to make these spaces available. But what I found over the years, and I think it's a testament to everyone being here today, is a reminder that these are actually critical pieces of municipal infrastructure. These are community hubs. These are the spaces where friendships are made, where people can get healthy, where people can just have a space for themselves. And so even though it's technically not something that's required by the municipality to build, to me, these are essential. This is actually what a municipality does. This is where we look to invest in, because we know that these investments make everyone's lives better across the city. Whether somebody can come to this specific one or one within their community, how important this is to the long-term success of our city. So I'm so excited. I'm so thankful to have so many of my council colleagues here, to have so many of you here enjoying this space. And as we go forward, I just want you to know that you're always welcome here. Please visit as often as you can. Bring your friends, bring your family, and we will see this place continue to thrive for the many, many decades to come. So thank you, everyone, for having me. Take care.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Next, I'd like to invite Ward Councillor Erin Rutherford to speak.
I'm feeling very emotional right now. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be here today to celebrate a milestone I know many in the surrounding areas and across Edmonton have been eagerly awaiting for. Before I begin, I'd like to further honor the name that was gifted to this part of the city by Elder Edna Elias. It means breath of life or spirit. And having this new facility will spark community spirit and pride and allow people to recreate, preserving their breath of life. So I can't think of a more appropriate name. I want to start with the reopening of the well-loved and utilized Peter Hemingway Aquatic Centre. I've heard from many residents about the loss of their regular usage of that pool and the extended closure of its much needed repairs. Not only have we integrated and provided inspiration to the seamless design of the new facility, we have added modern enhancements while keeping and honoring the architecture and historical value of the original building. Council also recently designated, as was mentioned, this as a historic resource, and I'm excited to see this beautiful facility as a landmark in Edmonton for years to come. I know many of you in this room have watched the site transform over the years. When I first spoke in support of the funding for this project in 2021, I recognized that this project wasn't just a nice to have. It was an investment in our social and economic future, as well as, and most importantly, a community space for a very large section of our city. This is now North America's first indoor triathlon training center, and with our UCI-sanctioned velodrome, Edmonton is now a premier destination for international cycling events, bringing visitors and vitality to our local businesses. But what makes this place truly special is the social heart of the building. I truly love the design choice of putting the cycling track at the upper level. It means that while the kids are playing in the urban courts, which we're on right now, or in the playground, they can look up and see speed and excitement of sport above them. It's inspirational and accessible for everyone. I want to thank the Alberta Velodrome and World Triathlon Edmonton for their partnership and their vision. This is what is possible when vision, passion, and partnership come together. Most importantly, I want to thank you, the residents of Ward Anirniq and Edmonton writ large. You told us that vibrant, safe, accessible recreation was priority for your families. This center is for you. I invite you to explore, take a tour, check out the bouldering wall, and maybe even braid the new cold plunge if you're so inclined at the Peter Hemingway. Thank you so much and look forward to seeing you here. And if you see me in the facility, please don't hesitate to say hello. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. For our next speaker, I'd like to invite Minister Eleanor Olszewski, Prairies Economic Development Canada, to say a few words.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. So exciting to be here today. A complete honor to be here in this absolutely stunning facility, right in the heart of my riding of Edmonton Centre, to celebrate the grand opening of this amazing place. C'est avec un grand plaisir de me joindre à vous aujourd'hui pour cette belle annonce. This community hub, amazing addition to Edmonton. Where families come together, young people can try something new, and where athletes at every level can push themselves to be better. It's a place, I think, that recognizes and reflects our values as well: inclusion and excellence and opportunity. It's the first purpose-built year-round triathlon competition and training center in North America. And so it's really something special, not just for Edmonton, but for Alberta and for all of Canada. And, you know, when I first saw this place a number of I was so excited about the project, and I spoke to our officials at Prairies Can, and I want to thank them for really helping the federal government be part of this amazing opportunity. We invested more than $1 million to support this, the Velodrome Association. Cet investissement permettra de gérer les opérations et l'équipement spécialisé du Centre du cyclisme et du triathlon. You know, projects like this don't happen without strong partnerships, and the City of Edmonton, of course, led the way as the major funder and operator of this centre, and the Government of Alberta is a very strong partner as well. It was important for the federal government to contribute in helping turn this world-class infrastructure into a real outcome. So central to the velodrome is its official designation now as a UCI Category A facility, the highest international standard in cycling. And I think that designation just isn't symbolic, it's strategic, because we're the first outside of Ontario and Quebec that will be capable of hosting Olympic level and World Championship track cycling competitions. So these events, fans and athletes from around the world, and they'll fill our hotels, they'll support our local businesses, and they will really showcase our city on the global stage. And, you know, I think as our Prime Minister recently said and emphasized in Davos, Canada's competitiveness really on investing in people and innovation and in world-class facilities like this one that allow communities on a local level to fully participate in the global economy. C'est exactement que fait cette installation et réunissant dans les talents, la technologie et les opportunités et un seul endroit. This is really economic development rooted in community development, and it's nation building at a local level. So just to sum up, I think today is an incredible win for Edmonton, it's a win for Alberta, and it's a win for Canada. And really, as your Member of Parliament for Edmonton Centre, that's really my job. It's to help deliver for our community and to set the amazing people in this room and in our community up for success with respect to projects that make a real difference in our communities. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Minister. Next, we welcome the Honourable Jackie Armstrong-Homeniuk, Parliamentary Secretary for Settlement Services and Ukrainian Evacuees, MLP, Fort Saskatchewan, Vegreville.
Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to join you today on behalf of the Honourable Tanya Furr, Minister of Arts, Culture and the Status of Women, to celebrate the grand opening of this amazing new cycling and triathlon centre here at Coronation Park Sport and Recreation Centre. I want to thank Mayor Andrew Knack, Councillor Erin Rutherford, Eleanor Olszewski, a Minister of Prairies Economic Development Canada, for being here today. I also want to thank the community members, volunteers, architects, donors, and sports organizations whose hard work and dedication has made this day possible. This new centre will be a hub for athletic excellence, a place where people of all ages can discover new passions, build skills, and connect through sport. Facilities like this support every stage of an athlete's journey, from their first ride to competing on national and international stages. Our government was proud to invest in this incredible project through our community grants, with $850,000 from our Community Facility Enhancement Program and $50,000 for our Community Initiatives Program. We believe in the power of sport, and by investing in vibrant spaces like this, we are helping Alberta's athletes thrive and bring communities from across the province closer together. I would also like to acknowledge the contributions from the Government of Canada and the remarkable generosity of local leaders and donors that recognize the value this centre will bring to our province. This level of collaboration speaks volumes about the shared passion and commitment behind this facility. Participation in sports builds confidence, leadership, and lifelong skills that this centre will help ensure those opportunities are accessible for all Albertans. On behalf of Minister Tanya Furr and the Government of Alberta, congratulations on this outstanding achievement, and thank you to everyone who has helped bring this vision to life. I look forward to seeing your many years of success ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Jackie Armstrong-Homeniuk. Well, I hope everybody takes time to tour the facility after this if you have not already. Let me just tell you the incredible array of amenities here at Coronation Park Sports and Recreation Centre. We have a 333-metre running track, 50-metre pool, 2 full-size indoor courts, a bouldering wall, a unique urban court that we're in today, multiple fitness centres, functional training spaces, an indoor playground, a cycling track, and more. We have 4 major amenities here that are first for our recreation centres in Edmonton. This urban court, which was designed from outdoor examples in Europe, the bouldering wall, the cold plunge pool over at Peter Hemingway Aquatic Centre, and of course the cycling track above us. So far, all of these are proven to be hits with our users. Well, as you heard, with a pool, running track, and cycling track under one roof, Coronation has become the first indoor triathlon training centre in North America. And we, as you also heard, we're proud to announce that the cycling track is UCI certified Category A cycling track. This is a proud moment for many in this room and for the facility. This is a big deal for the sports sector. Our partners will speak more about this shortly. Our programs and services here will be vast, really all aspects of dryland and aquatic opportunities, including rental spaces for the community and through our partner to operate the velodrome above for track cycling. As well, we have Second Cup as our food vendor, providing food and beverage services on site, and the Canadian Sports Institute Alberta will also be here providing services that complement our sport partners in cycling and triathlon. This really strengthens the position of this facility as both a sport and recreation facility. We look forward to both those partners joining us in April or sooner. Many people have collaborated to bring this beautiful facility to life, and we'll take another quick moment here to highlight some groups that are here today. We can't list all the names, obviously, but it's like reading credits at the end of a movie, but they deserve acknowledgement. Here today are representatives from the various project teams, including the city's Integrated Infrastructure Services Department, IIS, the city's Facility Maintenance Services Department, FMS, staff from our Community Recreation and Culture Branch and Community Services, and then, of course, project design partners, sub-consultants, construction managers, and subcontractors. Thank you again to everyone. Now I would like to invite Ms. Jen Flaman, our Community Services Deputy City Manager, to speak.
Thank you, Brad. They say that coronation means the act of crowning a sovereign. And looking at this facility today, I think we finally have given this district park the crown that it deserves. As the DCM of Community Services with the City of Edmonton, we know creating and offering safe, welcoming, and inclusive spaces for Edmontonians is a priority for our teams. My colleagues in Integrated Infrastructure Services have done the heavy lifting, literally. They've given us the steel, the glass, and this incredible track. But today the keys are being handed over to my team. Our job is to provide the spark. If the building is the body, our staff and programs are the heartbeat. We aren't just here to operate a building. We're here to welcome and animate a community. We now officially move from the construction phase to the connection phase. And this facility is a bit of a multitasker, much like the people of Edmonton. Where else can you watch a high-performance cyclist hit 60 kilometers an hour on our world-class velodrome, while steps away, a toddler is successfully blowing bubbles for the first time in our pool? We have successfully bridged the legacy of the iconic Peter Hemingway Aquatic Centre with a future-facing sports hub. It's a place where gold medal dreams and Sunday family fun live under the same very impressive roof. In order to further support our welcoming environment, this facility includes child-minding services provided by the YMCA, an indoor playground designed with accessibility considerations, that urban court for drop-in basketball, and even an electronics-friendly staircase where family, friends, and spectators can charge their devices. Now, how's that for attention to detail? Now, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the team who will be here long after these ribbons are cut. I'm talking about our lifeguards, our facility operators, our programmers, our custodians, and our front desk staff. These more than 150 incredible staff members, both full-time and part-time, are the ones who will ensure that every Edmontonian who walks through these doors feel like they belong here. In fact, they even speak a myriad of languages, including Hindi, Punjabi, French, Spanish, German, and Tagalog, and we are ready to make you feel right at home. In our Community Services Department, we measure success by the vibrancy of our city. And today, the vibrancy meter is off the charts. So, whether you are here to break a record, find your stride on the track, or just enjoy a community space that is second to none, welcome. And with that, I'd like to invite our next speaker, my colleague, Integrated Infrastructure Services Deputy City Manager, Sara Nichols.
Thank you, Jen. This is an exciting day. It's just so thrilling to be here when people have gone through so many things to get it to here today and to see people in the facility. On behalf of the city's Integrated Infrastructure Services Department, it's an honor to be with you here today to celebrate the opening of this beautiful public facility. Completion of the Coronation Park's Sports and Recreation Center project showcases the City of Edmonton's commitment to purpose-built and community-driven infrastructure. The City of Edmonton is building places where people can connect, thrive, and pursue their passions. We diligently plan, design, and deliver projects that play a key role in shaping Edmonton's future, and this project is a shining example of that work. Planning, designing, and delivering a facility that meets both community recreation and elite athletic standards required meticulous attention to detail, steadfast collaboration, and perseverance long before the first shovel hit the ground. Public engagement was a major component of that journey. The valuable input gathered from community members, people like you, helped to inform and refine the facility we see here today. I am incredibly proud to share that thanks to the hard work of our project team and industry partners, this complex facility was completed ahead of schedule and under budget. To give you a better sense of what went into this building, here are a few interesting facts. We designed with sustainability in mind. The building exterior complements nearby facilities in Coronation Park. Its exterior palette ties into the historic design of Peter Hemingway Aquatic Centre, while the color tone changing facade shingles echo the tones of the Queen Elizabeth II Planetarium, also nearby. We designed for the future. This building has 616 solar panels on the roof, harnessing Edmonton's sunshine to power our community's play. The panoramic windows and central skylight reduce energy costs and flood the space with natural light, bringing the outdoors in. The roof design was based on performance needs of the velodrome, as clear views of the cyclists are required at all times. The roof has no vertical support beams in or near the track to meet this requirement. The cycling track features a 43-degree banked turns and shadow-free lighting that allows athletes to focus on their performance. In order to meet this facility's needs, this project involved one of the largest applications of mass plywood panel installations in North America. Of course, we cannot talk about this site without acknowledging Peter Hemingway Aquatic Centre, the newly integrated amenity next door. Rehabilitation of this cherished facility was more than just repairs. It was about preserving history while extending the building's life. We upgraded a 50-year-old critical building systems and the building envelope, ensuring the facility now meets modern building codes, health standards, and the city's accessibility and sustainability policies. These improvements included the installation of a new elevator, have reduced barriers for users, and for those looking for a unique wellness experience, we have added a cold plunge pool, which I encourage you to check out. We worked closely with the Heritage Advisor to ensure the building's legacy was respected. Delivering these two infrastructure projects would not have been possible without the contributions of many dedicated individuals. First, to the hundreds of skilled tradespeople who worked on these projects, thank you. Your craftsmanship and commitment to safety and quality are evident throughout the integrated facility. To our design partners, Dub Architects, HCMA Architecture and Design, ACR Architecture, and all of your sub-consultants, thank you for your vision in designing a space that meets the complex needs of so many different user groups. To our construction managers, Clark Builders and Shandos Construction, and all of your sub-trades, the expertise you demonstrated in managing these complex and large-scale projects was invaluable. Thank you. We also owe a thank you to the World Triathlon Series Edmonton and the Alberta Velodrome Association. Your technical knowledge and financial contribution helped ensure our sport-specific amenities met the highest standard and desired performance objectives. And finally, thank you to all of the City of Edmonton employees who are involved in bringing this integrated facility to life. It is your hard work behind the scenes that makes this project a success. In closing, I believe that Coronation Park Sports and Recreation Centre represents the true spirit of Edmonton, a place that is welcoming, inclusive, accessible, and where all our residents, regardless of their fitness goals, can pursue their passion. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Jen and Sarah. I will now ask our sport partners to speak, but before I do, I need to be clear that it's highly unlikely that this facility, or certainly the scale of this facility, would be here today without their partnership. Certainly not this track above us. Their patience, their passion, and I'll say it, their persistence, helped get us to this place. So at this time, I'd like Scott Fisher of the Alberta Velodrome Association and Stephen Bourdeau, CEO of World Triathlon Series Edmonton. Could you please come forward?
Thank you, Brad. Thank you for those kind words, and thank you for everyone being here today. I think maybe we should start by also thanking these amazing cyclists who are cruising around this velodrome. If we cheer loud enough, maybe we'll get a personal best out of them or something, but it's so awe-inspiring to see this facility come to life and to be here while it's activated like this. As we celebrate the grand opening of this stunning centre and this new world-class velodrome, I'm just struck by how this accomplishment is really further proof that Edmonton is truly one of the world's leading sports cities. On behalf of the Alberta Velodrome Association and together with our partners at World Triathlon Edmonton, it's an honor to be here today in partnership with the City of Edmonton and with a mandate to operate and activate the cycling and triathlon experience within this centre. As you heard, projects like this happen because of passionate, visionary people who believe long before it's easy. This velodrome is the result of over a decade of effort by individuals who believed Edmonton could be home to something truly special. To our early champions, David, Eric, Jeff, Pauline, Greg, Gail, Don, Rob, unfortunately too many to name, thank you. Your vision and commitment alongside our past and present board laid the foundation for what we celebrate today. But a project like this doesn't happen without strong partnerships and committed investments. We are profoundly thankful to the Government of Alberta on its foundational investment for the infrastructure to build this velodrome and for believing it from the beginning. Thank you, Jackie Armstrong-Homeniuk, for being here and for your kind words. We are equally grateful to the Government of Canada and Prairies Economic Development Canada for its matching investments to activate, program, and operate this venue at a world-class level. Thank you, Honourable Eleanor Olszewski, for your words today and for recognizing the national significance of this program. And thank you to Cycling Canada and the Alberta Bicycle Association for your ongoing support and the essential role they play in integrating world-class events and pathways for athletes' development. And our deepest thanks goes to the City of Edmonton, to Mayor Knack, to City Council, City administrations, and partners like Explore Edmonton. This project exists because you believed early, you invested fully, and you embraced a collaborative partnership model that has created something truly special. Edmonton is a city that understands that a diversity of experience makes us stronger, healthier, and more connected. This velodrome reflects that mindset and of a city that chooses to invest boldly in its people. Edmonton, you've heard a bit about already, has a proud cycling history. It's rooted in the legacy of the '78 Commonwealth Games and the creation of the Argyle Velodrome. Athletes who trained there demonstrated the power of access and opportunity. It produced Olympians, world champions, world record holders, Lorianne Munzer, Kelsey Mitchell, Tara Whitten, Alex Dita, Stephen Ritter, Alex Ongera. Again, too many to name, many of whom are here today and continue to give back to this community in very meaningful ways. This new venue will take that legacy to the next level. And guiding that chapter is our general manager, Tanya Dubnikoff, who understands that journey firsthand. She's a multi-games Olympian and proven leader, and she will help ensure the next generation of athletes have the same opportunity. We are extremely proud of this velodrome. Every detail has been thoughtfully considered, as you've heard. The shape, the surface, the angles, the glass, the rails, the technology that supports this venue. It all resulted in that certification you've heard about to get to the highest international standards. This will result in Edmonton having some of the very best in sport, all the way up to the Olympic level. This will drive significant economic impact for our region. Riders are already raving about the speed and smoothness of this track, with personal bests falling early. That's great for them. I'm personally more of a have fun out there type of rider once Tanya finally gets me certified on this track. But it speaks to just the quality of what this track is about. And thankfully, the focus extends well beyond elite sport. This velodrome is about year-round access for school programs, athletes training for other sports, weekend warriors, cycling clubs, and even no surprise to learn that track bikes don't have brakes. It's about giving everyone the chance to try something new, and about hundreds of thousands of people who will pass through this venue and maybe discover a spark that leads them to become the next Kelsey Mitchell. Years from now, some of the greatest Canadian sports stories will begin right here with a first lap on this track. Thank you all for believing in this incredible facility, and welcome to an exciting new era of sport for Edmonton, Alberta, and Canada. Thank you. I now have the pleasure of introducing Stephen Bourdeau from the CEO of World Triathlon Edmonton to share a little bit more about the Centre Mean for Sport and to talk a little bit more of the partners involved with this project. Thank you.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming today for this monumentous day. It's so nice to see so many familiar faces in the crowd. Many of you have put in countless hours of volunteer effort and work and energy and expertise to make this project a reality. I think not a lot of people know, but this project was actually a test. It was a test from the city and a commitment on community. This facility is unique in that the city a long time ago said, you know what if we included the community from the very beginning in the vision of a new centre for Edmonton? What if we included the community in the design, in the program, in the operations, in what this means to the world, what this means to the country, what this means to the region? And they did that. And I hope this test proves successful. And I hope this is a model that continues as we move forward and invest in infrastructure in our community, because I think what we see here today is proof that that works. You know, so I kind of feel like a bit like race day. You know, here's Stephen pulling up the rear. So I will try and be as quick as I can. But as I mentioned, there's so many people to thank and recognize. It was over 13 years ago that the sport of triathlon was brought into this exciting project. The late councillor Brian Anderson, a community champion and passionate sport and youth empowerment specialist and passionate citizen, brought a group of people together. Dave was there, Eric Olofsson was there, Brian Hetherington was there, Sheila O'Kelly was there, Paul Verhessen, Tim Cartmel, and Wiley Stafford were there at a meeting in his office. He had football trophies all along one wall, and he had all his trophies. And he really kicked off this vision and this idea of this community center and bringing it together. A center that not only serviced the needs and a vision for sport and recreation, but served the needs of everyday Edmontonians. It was creating a home for two of our marquee sports that we've invested in as a community for generations, cycling and triathlon. And two sports that have storied and proud history in our city, Olympic, World, Pan American champions, and hosting at the highest level. This facility is a direct legacy of over 25 years of hosting international level events in cycling and triathlon. That's something that Edmonton does better than anyone else. The idea of an indoor triathlon center was unheard of at the time. It's a unique and one-of-a-kind opportunity for our sport. The idea was to bring forward a philosophy of multisport to the masses while supporting young athletes in their athletic journey. This is one of only two of these centers in the entire world that exist here, the other one being in Europe. So, this is another feather in our Edmonton cap that already has a lot of feathers in it. From the beginning, it's taken the dedication and leadership of City of Edmonton staff and officials not to waver from this vision, but to set a course forward, and we thank you very much. Along the way, countless community leaders have stepped up and shown tremendous dedication and support to this dream of a world-class velodrome and a one-of-a-kind triathlon training center. I want to thank the World Triathlon Edmonton Board of Directors, Edmonton Triathlon Academy, Triathlon Alberta, Triathlon Canada, a few triathlon champions, Sheila Finley, Kevin Clark, Glenn Playfair, just to name a few, that have contributed hours and hours of volunteer time over the years for this. A team of passionate community volunteers led by Teresa Melton and Chris Wright. Give a wave, Teresa and Chris. This group has championed our community in our corporate campaign to raise funds to contribute to the building of this center. We want to thank both Teresa and Chris for their leadership and the entire campaign team, which I see many are here today, for these efforts over the years. We also want to thank Melcor Developments and Clark Builders for their generous contributions, as well as dozens of individuals, families, companies, organizations who personally gave to this vision to make this center a reality. I want to echo Scott in our tremendous gratitude to the Government of Canada and the Government of Alberta for stepping forward and their meaningful support to contribute to this center. It would take me another 30 minutes to name all the different people, which I'm sure nobody wants to go through that, over the last 2 decades that have supported. You know who you are. Many of you are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know who you are. We couldn't have done it without you. An interesting fact, so this capital region, Edmonton, has generated more world and Olympic level athletes and champions in the sports of track cycling and triathlon than any other city in Canada and North America. And you know what? We did that on a pretty outdated velodrome that was only open 5 months of the year, and with triathletes running the hallways underneath the legislature. So it's the Edmonton, as a city, we always punch above our weight. And we have a dedicated and tenacious community that dreams big and makes big things happen. With cycling and triathlon community, that has always been our heart. And now we have a home. Imagine what the future has in store for us now. I can't wait to see it. Thank you very much. So, with that, Scott and I would please like to ask Dave, please stand up. Dave, no, stay standing, stay standing.
I knew he'd hit us for this. I knew he'd hit us for this.
It's hard to roll 40 years of passion, dedication, drive, heart, and soul this man has given to his community. Whew, sorry. Dave, I feel like we've gone through war. But without your steadfast leadership, vision, and commitment, this would not have happened. So this community, the sports of cycling and triathlon, and all future generations are always indebted to you for this amazing gift to Edmonton, Alberta, and Canada. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Stephen and Scott. That was great. That was awesome. Last couple thank yous. There's been lots. It's justified for a project of this magnitude. So one last thank you and congratulations to everybody involved. I want to highlight just Annette Commence, our operational supervisor, who's done a great job of leading the team here. I'm not sure where she is. She's probably working, so she's going to continue. She's been a great leader here for the team. And probably the last thank you, that's probably the most important, that's to the community for the support and the support going forward we trust. So thank you to the community. And now the moment we've been building towards. We are excited to announce that the Coronation Park Sports and Recreation Centre is officially open. If the speakers could join up here for the official ribbon cutting and some photos.
Everyone's here? Yeah, you're going to hold it, and then you're going to close it down. We're going to count. Who should we count down from? Can we count down from 5? Can you give me a 5 countdown? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to sharpen the scissors later. There we go. Here, let's go. Let's go further up. Okay, now we're going to try it. That's right. I know, right?